What next after KCSE, or in other words, what next after Form 4? So if you did your KCSE exam last year, that is 2021, this video is for you. So there are several short courses or some skills that you need to learn, which are going to help you in this era of digital pithicas. I normally refer to it as digital pithicas, the 21st century, because the kind of challenges and problems that you're going to face, they need someone who is well equipped with the skills and kind of knowledge which can be able to solve these problems. So how we used to solve back in our days is totally different from how you're going to approach and solve your challenges. Now, one of the short courses that you normally enroll for after Form 4, najua hii mnaijua, it is the computer packages, and it's widely underrated. Naonanga tu watu wakichukulia na mzaa because I've taught computer packages before, and I normally see most of the students wanaendanga tu ni kama tu unaenda tu kubagaiza, kupass time and so forth. They don't take it serious. And for millennials and Gen X, they can tell you very well, or they can tell you for sure, this is a skill, or these are some of the challenges that they normally face in their workplaces, especially for people who are working in the office. Utapata mtu ni huyu ajui kupiga photocopy, utapata mtu ndio huyu ajui kuedit document ya Word. Excel inakuwa challenges, hawezi andika even a single formula. Sometimes keyboard inamchanganya, hata ajui button ya nini, backspace inafanya nini, ame disconnect cable ya internet, ajui kama it is not connected, alafu they are complaining, yo hakuna internet, there is nothing. Just small minor things. You'll find that these are some of the challenges that most people are facing. So if you can take it seriously and ufanye hii course vizuri, at least it's going to help you in the future, because it's not necessarily itakuwa workplace nowadays. You know, hata ukipata watoto itakuwa nao ni CBC. So for the CBC, kama ni pictures za wanyama nini, printing and so forth, those are some of the things that nowadays people are doing them from home. So even if you are a housewife, at the end of the day you'll need this kind of skills, so you cannot ignore this one. So take it serious and enroll for computer packages. But I would highly recommend for ICDL, because ICDL is just packages, but now it is taught in an advanced manner and it is well organized, and you normally do the exams and you get a certificate for that, which is a certifications, and it's highly recognized not only here in Kenya but globally. That is all over the world, it's widely recognized. Sio kama tu ile certificate unapata from that local college. For the ICDL, this one is highly recognized. And the beauty of computer packages like MS Word, if you join now university and college, at the end of the day most of the assignments, projects, business plans and so forth, hizo zote utakuwa unatumia computers and so forth. So at the end of the day, sio kama time yetu tulikuwa naandika kwa kitabu and you take it somewhere mtu akutaipia and all that. So at least improve on that. It will be so embarrassing for someone of your age akiingia kwa ofisi alafu na type hivi, unaangalia imetokea something like that. It is so embarrassing. So push yourself, at least you do the advanced Word, advanced Excel, advanced PowerPoint, advanced maybe some other ICDL courses which I'm going to mention also on this video. So take it serious. Now the next skill that you need to learn is because most of the people they normally stop after kimaliza packages, una feel ni kama umefika. Go ahead and umbia mzazi ya kuenroll for graphic design, because most of these colleges they normally also offer graphic design courses. And kama hakuna pesa, you can go to the YouTube, because I think after learning the computer packages utakuwa na just a simple knowledge ya kufungua YouTube, kusearch and so forth. Na mzazi maybe kama hajamanage kukulipia that graphic design, you can start with because utasoma kwa computer packages utafanya publisher, MS publisher. Hiyo ni ya kucreate vitu kama brochures, vitu kama flyers, business cards and so forth. Now you can advance that knowledge by using more advanced tools. There is the ones that are widely used, like there is Canva, because really you'll find that a college that is offering Canva, and I recommend most of the colleges, mbona msianze kuoffer this as part of the graphic design kind of a curriculum. So there is the Canva, which is widely used. But now, if you want to become a professional in the area of graphic design, there are tools which are used by the graphic design professionals. That is, there is the what we refer to as the Photoshop software. We have got Corel. Like, I'm very widely conversant with Corel Draw. I widely use Corel Draw because there are things that you cannot do with Canva. I normally see watu wakisema hapo kwa internet, oh, what Canva can do, I don't need to stress myself and so forth. My friend, if you're a graphic designer, you understand the power of Photoshop and the Corel Draw. And then other skills that you need to learn, you can learn from the internet, how to take photos. It's very, very important. I can tell you for sure, like for me, I normally get embarrassed because sometimes naenda nashika camera alafu napiga picha na iangalia tu hivi najua yenyewe hii haiwezi. So at your age, I think it's a skill that you can improve because kuna watu wanakulia pesa juu ya just learning the skill of just how you take a photo, that is photography, and also video editing. You can use the simple available tools. So if you can be able to learn graphic design where you can do the graphics part, photos, and video editing, those are some of the skills that go hand in hand, because at the end of the day, if you have a social media account like a TikTok, something like that, these are some of the skills that you'll use to manage your account. You don't need to send those videos to someone to be able to edit them or maybe take photos, or maybe this is something that is going to help you in your life, maybe when you start a business and so forth. Now, apart from the graphic design, because if I have to exhaust on that, it's going to be very wide. I can tell you tons of benefits of learning these skills. Now, the next one is digital marketing. Digital marketing is another skill that now you cannot ignore. At the end of the day, utamaliza university or college, job ujaribu kutafuta, upate iko na shida, but the small knowledge or maybe knowledge yenye ulipata pale campus, you might start a business. And this business, nowadays we don't use the traditional methods of marketing. Usingoje mtu akujie flyer kwa biashara yako and so forth. You have to get out there, create a TikTok account, create a Facebook page for your business, a YouTube channel for your business, and so forth. So at the end of the day, the skills that you learn for graphic design, video editing, photography, and so forth, you are going to use them to do the marketing online. So you need some small knowledge of understanding your audience. You also need the skill of being able to analyze what your audience want. Also, you need the skill of being able to create the kind of advertisements that are going to now blend or maybe zitarelate na clients wako. And again, running the ads. So if it is possible, you can be able to learn these digital skills, digital marketing skills. It's going to help you a lot. At the end of the day, this is what most of the businesses are going to close, because ile biashara yenye engage mambo ya digital marketing, it's going to be very, very difficult for them. Nowadays, people, they don't move around, at least mtu akitafuta nini, they get to the social media and or maybe website and so forth and be able to do all those kind of stuff. Now, apart from that, usimalizie hapo. Usimalizie kwa packages or maybe ICDL, then you go to web graphic design, alafu sasa digital marketing, alafu umalizie hapo. There is another short course which you can enroll, which is now what we refer to as web design. I think you might say this one is for people in the field of IT or people who want to specialize in the field of IT. Well, it's good, but nowadays web design is becoming like a general knowledge. Kuna wase wengi wana kulia mambo ya web design, or they are doing it as a side hustle and they never went for IT course, something like that. They never did any IT related course. So you can enroll for this short course and learn the basics like HTML, CSS, some bit of JavaScript, because it can take you like 2 months to be able to learn that. At least you will have the concept of how the website works. Now, once you have that, I would recommend, like for those guys who have colleges and so forth, blend that one together with WordPress, because most people might find that the coding part, it might be very difficult for them, and we have got non-coding tools like WordPress. And most of the people who create websites, they don't have any knowledge of how coding works, something like that. They don't program them. WordPress is like a drag and drop. So you design your website without any coding, something like that. So if you can blend the web design course to have the basic HTML, CSS, and some bit of JavaScript, then also incorporate the WordPress, it's going to be very easy, and I can tell you for sure this young generation is going to enjoy. And pia wewe mwenye utafanya, you'll find that maybe you can create your own portfolio, because at the end of the day nowadays when you're unapelekea CV it might be very difficult, but if you have got a simple website of yours which has your portfolio, tells us more about yourself, like your education background, working experience, some projects that you've done, things like those ones. You just be sharing the link, that it's good for the employer to go through your stuff and they will learn on what you normally do. So that is where the web design skills normally come in handy. And maybe if you have a small business, maybe that business of yours, you don't need to hire a web designer to be able to do all those kind of stuff, because they will charge you. The less they can charge you is like 15,000. So you can imagine. But the same 15,000, you can use it to learn just a small basic skill. Now, the other one is what we refer to as driving. You might never get time to do driving. So in case maybe umefikisha ile miaka ya kupata driving, you need to get a driving license. Nowadays you cannot ignore that. Hiyo ni kitu siku hizi, because mobility or transport on those kind of the things, hizo ni vitu unahitaji, that the earlier you get your license the better. Because at the end of the day hiyo miaka inakusaidianga hata ukienda ku apply for insurances and so forth, still it normally becomes an advantage. So try to get your license very early in advance. Usingojee kama sisi tulingojea tukafika wazee, bado utapata still we are struggling. Then we have got another one which is another course which is referred to as beauty and hairdressing, something like that. Most colleges, they normally offer these ones as short courses, and I can tell you for sure it doesn't matter whether you are a man or a woman, something like that. You will need maybe, kama we ni jamaa unajua unahitaji kulearn how kunyoa, maybe something like that, unanunua machine unanyoa watoto wako hapo, kama you have ma boys, ama you find that unajinyoa tu ndevu, kuna watu wananyoanga ndevu yao. Still the same skill inaweza kusaidia maisha ikikuwa ngumu, you can get out there, open a shop at least, alafu unaanza kuipiga tu kama biashara yako, because at the end of the day whatever you might do in university, unaweza kuja hapa upate shop ingine of your life. So that small skill that you learn, it might help you at the end of the day. Also, if you have got you are beautiful girls, maybe ukibarikiwa in future, find that your kids, hata before upeleke salon, at the end of the day unaweza straighten their hair, unaweza piga broad lines, maybe unaweza learn how to kupiga tu some lines and so forth, you are good to go. So that one doesn't matter whether you are a man or a woman, something like that, because the kind of life that people are going to live, it's totally changing. Kutakuwa na ile story ya kusema ati ni kazi ya nani ya nini na nini na nini. At the end of the day, kama wewe ndio uko na time ya kufanya hizo kazi, then you'll have to do it. Then we have got other side kind of short courses that you can do depending on the kind of profession that you want to specialize on. Like for example, if you want to go in the field of IT, then you can do some computer repair and maintenance. We have got some certification like CompTIA A+, CompTIA N+, that is for networking. So if you can do some computer repair and maintenance course plus some networking skills, these will help you. At the end of the day, ukienda kufanya IT course, at least utakuwa unaweza relate your things like with that. Also, sometimes you can enroll for software development course like web development, among others. If you want to specialize in the engineering sector, that is civil engineering, electrical, electronics, mechanical, mechatronics, those kind of areas, there are softwares which are used. Like for example, there is AutoCAD, there is Arch CAD. So those softwares are the softwares that you cannot ignore. Or maybe you can enroll for some SolidWorks kind of certification, something like that. But the commonly one is AutoCAD and ArchiCAD, which I highly recommend, and you are likely to find them in most of these local colleges. So if you are intending to go to take any engineering related course, this will help you to do that. Again, for the people in the business area or who want to specialize in the business courses, we normally have got QuickBooks, which you cannot ignore. Most of the businesses are using QuickBooks for record keeping, like financial records and so forth. or maybe even supermarkets and so forth. They are using these kind of simple softwares to be able to keep the records of the stock, be able to sell, create receipts, invoices, things like those ones. The ones that you balance sheet, trial balance, and so forth. All these things are done using QuickBooks. And also we have got SPSS for social science. People would like to specialize in statistical area. So this is one of the software that you can do also. So at least now you know some of the areas that which you can specialize, some of the skills that you need to do, and they can help you. You can use them as a kind of a side hustle skill, and it's going to help you in life. At least utakuwa unasimama hivi, unaweza tokea hivi, unachukua tu pesa kidogo, unaitisha tu kama 10,000, unaenda unanunua kama machine, alafu unaanza kusonga kama ni blow dry or maybe on the internet, freelancing and so forth. And in case maybe you are interested in those IT related courses, ingia hapo kwa comment section, then we can talk. Zangu huanga na offer online, purely online. So let's get it in touch. At least occupy yourself with all those courses. If you choose like 3 or 4 depending, with the capability of your parents or something like that, and still some others you can push yourself and learn online. So if you can manage to do all that, then it's going to assist you in future, and at the end of the day you'll thank me later. Sometimes some years to come utakuwa unaniambia, hey, kale ka video ulifanya kalinisaidia sana. So thank you, and make sure you write something on the comment section nijue kama tuko pamoja. Thank you.